Behavioral interview questions for a network engineer. To assess the candidate's ability to address network issues, ensure uptime, collaborate with teams, and scale network infrastructure in the fast-paced e-commerce industry. Incident response and troubleshooting. Tell me about a time when you identified and resolved a network outage in an e-commerce environment. During a peak sales season, our website experienced downtime due to network congestion. I quickly analyzed traffic logs and discovered that a distributed denial of service attack was the cause. I collaborated with the security team to implement DDoS protection and rerouted traffic through a content delivery network. This reduced downtime and allowed us to mitigate the impact on sales. Scalability challenges. Describe a situation when you had to scale network infrastructure to support increased traffic during an e-commerce event. In preparation for Black Friday, we anticipated a massive surge in traffic. I worked with the infrastructure team to ensure our load balancers could distribute traffic effectively. We also expanded our network capacity by adding redundant internet links and configuring auto-scaling in the cloud. These changes ensured a smooth user experience, even with the high demand. Collaboration across teams. Tell me about a time you collaborated with a team to improve the network infrastructure for e-commerce. We were facing intermittent network slowdowns that were affecting customer experience. I collaborated with the development team to analyze the application's impact on the network. I also worked with the security team to ensure there were no security vulnerabilities contributing to the problem. By optimizing certain network configurations and fine-tuning the application, we reduced latency and improved performance. Security and risk management. Tell me about a time when you had to address a security risk in the network infrastructure. During a routine security audit, I discovered that several systems were not following secure communication protocols, e.g., outdated SSL, TLS. I worked with the security team to update certificates and enforce stronger encryption. Additionally, I configured firewalls to block non-secure connections, ensuring our e-commerce platform maintained the highest security standards for customer data. Handling high-pressure situations. Describe a time when you had to resolve a critical network issue under pressure. During a flash sale, the network experienced severe latency, causing checkout delays. I quickly identified that a misconfigured router was dropping packets. I promptly rerouted traffic and adjusted settings to stabilize the network, restoring normal service within 15 minutes. This minimized the impact on sales and customer satisfaction. Network optimization. Give an example of how you improved the performance of a network in your e-commerce organization. The e-commerce platform's latency was impacting user experience. I conducted a network analysis and identified bottlenecks in our WAN connections. By optimizing routing protocols and implementing quality of service, I prioritized critical e-commerce traffic, which reduced page load times and improved customer engagement during high traffic periods. Vendor management. Tell me about a time when you had to manage a vendor relationship to ensure the network infrastructure was up to par. We were using a third-party ISP, and their service was unreliable during peak hours. I initiated communication with the vendor to address the service interruptions. After several discussions, the vendor upgraded our connection and provided priority support during critical times. This solution improved uptime and kept our network running smoothly during sales events. Dealing with network expansion. Tell me about a time when you were responsible for expanding the network infrastructure to support company growth. As the e-commerce platform grew, we needed to expand our network to handle more users. I conducted a site survey, recommended new switches, and upgraded our fiber connections to handle the increased load. After implementing these changes, the network supported the increased traffic without any issues, leading to a smoother user experience. Automation and monitoring. Can you describe a time when you automated a network-related task or improved network monitoring? I automated routine network monitoring tasks by setting up a network monitoring system that tracked key performance indicators like latency and throughput. This allowed us to proactively identify potential issues before they affected customers. The automation helped us focus on more strategic network improvements while ensuring optimal uptime. Handling a major security incident. Tell me about a time when you had to handle a security incident that impacted the network. During a cyber attack, a large number of malicious packets were hitting our network, attempting to exploit vulnerabilities. I quickly identified the attack as a DDoS and worked with the security team to mitigate it by blocking suspicious IPs and implementing rate limiting on our routers. We used our DDoS mitigation service, ensuring minimal disruption to the website and customer experience. These behavioral questions and answers assess the candidate's ability to handle complex network issues, ensure high performance, and collaborate with various teams in an e-commerce environment. The answers also reflect the importance of managing network security, planning for scalability, and resolving problems swiftly to maintain an optimal user experience and minimize downtime during critical e-commerce events.